Good evening and welcome to tonight's matchup in Snyder, Texas. Midland College Shaps. Starting for the Westerners tonight, number 3, Justin Davis. And I want to give a shout out to his family in Waterbury, Connecticut. His father's here tonight. He made the trip and asked if I'd give a shout out to all of y'all watching at home. So glad that y'all are tuned in and glad to see his dad here in the crowd. He's going to Renzo Downey and number 21, Tyson Brown. 3, missed by Julius Bird. Starting for the Shaps tonight is number 2, Christian Villegas. Number 3, Julius Bird. Number 4, Trent Johnson. 23, Stephen Richardson. And 42, Oliver Hayward. So come 14 on the season. The Westerners come into tonight's matchup 8th in the conference above Clarendon College, ranked with a record of 3-9 and 3rd. Up top to Richardson. Richardson looks high post to Johnson. Johnson drives, looks, guarded by Gary, kicks out. KB with the defensive board there, he gets up. Davis is going to bring it up. Just off the mark there for a corner 3. Immediately gets in defensive position on Davis. Davis is going to bring it up. Kick to the corner. Johnson gets it to go. Westerners up 6-0. Excuse me, that was Hayward with it. He kicks it out. Bird drives, jump stops, kicks it back out. Johnson lets it loose. Justin Davis going back the other way. He's outnumbered. KB over to Clark. Clark swings it back to KB. KB back to Clark. Clark. Tyson Brown able to get any type of rebound on that. Blocked out by Hayward. Midland playing a good ball movement offense here. Any miscommunication by the Westerners could be detrimental. Tyson Johnson battling down in the paint. Shot clock down to 3. Christian Villegas loads it up, misses. Tyson Brown gets up, gets the defensive board. Westerners going back the other way. KB brings it up. Gives it to Davis there. Davis into Brown. Brown closely guarded by 4 hands. Gary cuts. Great pass by Brown. Out to Downey. And we're going to have some subs in for the Westerners. Number 1, Dawson John. And number 10, Jaden Jefferson. Jefferson, a 6'6" freshman. And John, a 6'5" freshman as well. Midland's going to inbound the ball. Jefferson guarding the whole way. Richardson across the top to Hayward. Hayward gets it. Hayward, the 6'4" freshman from New Zealand, establishes his range early. Davis brings it up for the Westerners. Picks it up. Passes to Clark. Clark to Brown. Brown across to John. John bobbles it a little bit. Over to Davis. Jefferson in the corner for the 3. No good. What looked like a defensive rebound for the Shaps. Jefferson's able to get a hand on it and tips it out. Save him a transition bucket. Villegas bobbles it a little bit. Gives it up to Johnson. Johnson to Bird. Back up top to Richardson. Richardson to Villegas. Richardson gets it to go. All tied up here with sixes across the board for both Westerners and Shaps here. Davis to Jefferson. Jefferson takes off downhill, kicks it back out to John. John to Clark. Swings it across to Davis. Davis back to Clark, floats it. Clark with an athletic spin move, and he gets his layup to go. Clark signed last fall to Tarleton, so he knows what he's doing out there. Tyson Brown gets a little out of defensive position there. Oliver Hayward proves he can work down low. Davis brings it up. Clark hands off back to Davis. Davis to Brown. Brown slams it. Westerners lead it 10-8. 14 left to play in the half. Midland moving the ball quickly here. Gary Clark with the defensive board. Going back Westerners the other way. Tyson Brown was pinning hard down there asking for it, but Dawson John said, I got it. And he drains his three. Strong Westerners start on the offensive end, leading 13-8 here. Westerners come in 7th, just a reminder. Sorry, Midland comes in 7th, and Western Texas comes in 8th. So close matchup here for both teams. Villegas sinks his three. Davis brings it up, guarded the whole way by Villegas. Clark is going to take it. Pass off to Brown, but we're going to have a foul. Foul's going to be on Trent Johnson, his first. Gary Clark's going to come take his seat, and Kaleem Bennett's going to come in for him. Looks like we're having some scoreboard difficulties here, and we're in a timeout, so while they figure out the scoreboard, we're going to take a quick break. After some scoreboard difficulties, we got it back up and running, and Westerners are inbounding the ball under their own basket. Westerners moving it quickly. Davis drives, kick to the corner to Jefferson. Jefferson swings it to Bennett. Bennett slams it down, and that's going to be his first bucket of the game. Jefferson runs through a pass. Jefferson slams it down himself. Westerners have a whole lot of momentum right now. Careless passes from Midland has turned into big-time momentum for the Westerners. Johnson out to Richardson. Richardson sinks it. He has 5 of the Shaps 13 right now. Jefferson guarded by Villegas, hands it off to John. KB saves it, tries to save it, and kind of just tries to throw it back in bounds, but snatched by Tercio, KB's first foul. He gets his first to go. Second one's up and good. Davis is going to bring it up for the Westerners, guarded by Villegas, full court. KB makes a diving effort. All tied up here, 17-17. Tyson Brown's going to make a nice. Villegas brings it up. Guarded by Davis, he picks it up. Across the top to John. It's going to be a hold on Bennett. His second. It's going to bring Downey and Sicko. Brings it up to Richardson. Ooh. Richardson, a quick pass to Johnson. Johnson got a little excited there, and we're going to have a travel. Making his debut in tonight's game, Wunya Brown for Midland, a 6'2 freshman point guard from St. Louis, Missouri. Simnov with the pin. Downey embarrasses Tercio with the step back and gets his bucket to go. Wow. Brown to Tercio. Tercio to the short corner to Johnson. Into Richardson. Richardson with 9 tonight. He has 9 of the Shaps' 19 points. Justin Davis gets it to go. Davis's first bucket of the night. Bird looks inside. The Shaps are guarded. Looks like Davis got a tip on it. John's able to recover it. He's going to take it to the rack. Nice. And he's going to finish with the layup. Two green jerseys in his way. And he said, nope, I'll finish this. Westerners in a 2-3 zone look themselves now. Simnov gets a hand up on the short corner. No good for Johnson there, going back Westerner ball. Bennett's going to bring it up. Across to Davis. Simnov with the pin. He's able to grab it, get it off to KB. Offensive foul, Bennett. Bear with me, keeping unofficial books here, but I have Bennett with 3 fouls, so that's going to send him to the bench and send Gary Clark in to add to the bottom of that zone. Brown across to Bird. Bird into the high post to Richardson, and Richardson's going to get it contested. We're going to have a technical on the Westerner bench here. Maybe just a warning. Brown's going to inbound the ball for the Westerners at the half-court mark. Into Davis. Davis is going to bring it up. High post to Clark. Clark sees nothing. He's going to give it back to Davis. Davis again. Just off the mark a little bit. Midland's going to bring it up quickly. Westerners are a little bit scrambled, a little bit out of sorts here. Going to give Tercio a wide open look there. He misses long. Davis brings it up the right side of the court. Downey, jab step, takes a couple dribbles, says, I'll give it to Clark. Downey loads it. Midland ball. Downey gets in position. Richardson. and he's going to get sent to the line. Foul on Lorenzo Downey. So they counted the bucket, said goaltending, because Tyson Brown so athletically blocked that shot. So he only had one shot there. He got it. Richardson, 14 of Midland's 24 points. Davis loads up. Tyson. Clark out to Downey. Downey between the legs. Midland manned up now. Brown, high post screen. Westerners throw it away. Coming back the other way. Tercio to Bird. Bird missed long. Rebound by Gary Clark. 26-24 here at the Snyder Coliseum. Matchup of the number 7 and number 8 teams in the conference. John missed long. Gary Clark grabs it. His arms were tangled up there with Brown, so they're going to call that foul on Brown. And Westerners are going to inbound the ball under their basket. So we're going to have a timeout here. For those of you who were tuned in for the women's game, we have those stats for you. For Midland College, Huggins with 7, Askew with 5, Thompson 16, Green with 13, and Brooke Galvin going 5 from 9 for the threes, and she had 19. Off the bench, Lenz with 4, and Shrema with 4 herself. For the Lady Westerners, Maddox with 1, Ellis with 2, Crimes with 14, Delamere no points but 5 steals, very impressive. Montoya with 18, and she had 11 rebounds. Off the bench for the Westerners, Thorne with an assist, Galib with 2, Hall with 2, and Emerson with 4. Biggest factor in that last game was the points off turnovers. Midland had 13, and the Lady Westerners only had 2. College at home next Thursday at 5:45, and we mentioned before their last conference game was they were supposed to head to Frank Phillips on the 24th, and that has been canceled. So last chance to see the women will be next Thursday for the postseason at 4th, but a big win against South Plains would be great for them. Midland with the defensive board. Villegas brings it up. Johnson out to Bird. Bird out to Villegas. Villegas to Tercio. Tercio gets it. It's going to be a 2, long 2 for him. Davis to Clark at the high post. Back to Davis, across to Downey. Downey for the long 3, a little short. Midland back the other way. Villegas, Tercio. Tercio back top to Villegas, into Johnson. Johnson took a dribble, squared up, took his shot, missed it. Clark out to Davis. Brown asking for it, a great pin. Drop step, gets it. Villegas brings it up. Short corner into Hayward. Hayward fouled. It's going to send him to the line. Foul by Brown. Jefferson at the table for the Westerners to check in. Hayward about a 61% free throw shooter. The ref's going to go ahead and ask for the ball back. Hayward was lined up at the volleyball service line. And they said, nope, you're going to have to scoot back. I guess it can be confusing. Where they play at the Shap Center at home, they take the floor up for volleyball games and put down a sport court. So there's only volleyball lines on the court, and then when it's basketball season, they put down a hardwood basketball court. So I guess they're not super used to there being 2 lines in that area. Westerners with the rebound off the missed free throw. Davis brings it up, guarded by Villegas. Clark squares up with it. Back to Davis. Tries to snap it in there to Jefferson, but Richardson was there with his hands ready. He throws it away. Jefferson has it. Passes up the court to Downey. Tyson working down in the paint. He wants it. They give it to him. He kicks. Jefferson gets it. Midland back the other way. They swing it across. Hayward in the short corner. He works Clark a little bit. Misses long, gets his own rebound. He's all over the floor. Never able to grab complete possession there, but good effort. Downey to Jefferson. Jefferson shot fake. Pulls up. Jefferson back with it. And he gets his bucket in the paint. Villegas brings it up for the Shaps. Western is in their 2-3 zone here. Davis and Jefferson working the top. Tyson Brown draws the offensive foul. He held position. Tylen Jackson's going to make his way into the game, and Gary Clark's going to take a rest on the bench. Tylen Jackson, a 6'6" freshman from Friendswood, Texas. Westerners up 33-27. Downey drives. Yep. That's going to be offensive foul on Downey, his second of the game. Hayward did a great job of sliding over, getting his feet set, and taking that one in the chest. Downey's going to come take a seat. Dawson John's going to step back into the game. No pressing here for the Westerners. They sit back in their 2-3 zone with John and Davis working the top of it. Tyson Brown in the middle. He contests. Richardson leaves it a little bit short. Impressive work there by Hayward. He's all over the place down here. Any loose ball, he's diving out for it. He actually spilled the cup of our former women's coach, Coach Davis, whose wife is our athletic director, who does a great job, Miss Tammy Davis. Justin with a little floater, just a little hard. Tyson with a strong offensive rebound, put back. He misses, but he's going to get fouled, and he's going to go to the line. It's going to be Hayward's second foul. Brown at the line for 2. Brown's about a 50% free throw shooter. He gets his first one to go. Second one, a little long. John does a good job of getting up and rebounding, but he tries to pass it back to Brown. Brown wasn't ready. About 3 minutes left in the half here. Westerners still in their zone. Hayward in the short corner. He kicks it out to Villegas. Villegas, long 3. Hayward with the board there. Out to Tristillo. And the 6'5" freshman from Italy gets himself a bucket. Jackson drives. Drove into a sea of green jerseys there. Shuffled his feet a little bit, so he's going to come back and take a seat. Midland's going to bring it up. Villegas to Richardson. Richardson to Torcio. And we're going to go back Westerner ball. Westerners working it. Clark for three. Gets it. His second three of the night. Hayward with the shot fake. Down to Richardson. Richardson gets it. Looks like the Westerners a little out of place there on their 2-3 zone. Brown drives, kicks to Clark. Jefferson grabs it. Brown pinning Hayward down there. He wants it. And Clark steps out of bounds. We're going to go back Midland ball. About a minute left in the half here. Westerners lead it 37-31. Keep watching at halftime in your team. A steal by Justin Davis results in a nice easy layup. Torcio with it. Up top to Bird. Bird back to Villegas. Villegas to Richardson. Handoff back to Villegas. Hayward gets fouled going up there, and he's going to get 2 shots. Brown at the table for Midland to sub. He gets his first one to go. 3 of the half. At the buzzer, Torcio tries, but a little short there. 42-32. Westerners lead it at the half. We're going to get some stats for you. Keep watching, and you will get to see the Sweetwater jump roping team, who do a great job. They performed during the women's halftime, and very impressive what these kids can do. I think it's awesome that they're getting exposed, and I mean, they got to practice for hours a week. So stay tuned, keep watching. You'll get to see the Sweetwater jump ropers. Here they come. Glad to have them here tonight. We'll go get some stats for you. And you're listening to Westerner basketball on the live stream. Welcome back to Westerner basketball here at the Coliseum in Snyder, Texas. Westerners are leading it 42-32. So going to be Shap's ball to start the second half. Hayward gets a good look down low, contested, gets it. Davis brings it up, guarded by Villegas. Brown screens, rolls, tries to get the pin there. Downey pulls up, gets it. Westerners in their zone. Villegas up top to Richardson. Richardson swings it to Bird. Bird down to the short corner to Johnson. Back up top to Richardson. Corner three attempt, long. Both KB and Gary Clark were all over that. Westerners take possession of the ball. Downey swings it to Davis. Brown, strong pin, guarded by Hayward, contested, and puts it in. Richardson swings it to Villegas. Villegas to the high post. Johnson. Brown saves it, but we mentioned in the girls' game that saving under the other team's basket's sometimes a little bit risky because, like we just saw, Hayward snagged it and was able to go back up with it. John at the table to check in for the Westerners. Trent Johnson's going to shoot two at the line. Gets his first one to go. John in for Downey. We got some stats for you for the first half. For Midland, Villegas with a 3. Richardson with 14. Hayward with 7. Off the bench, Tercio with 8. Only 4 Shaps able to score last half. Davis from the Westerners with 8. Bennett with 2. Clark with 13. Downey with 2. Brown with 7. Off the bench, John with a 3 for himself, and Jefferson with 7. Westerners lead the way, 49-36. Back in their 2-3 zone. Brown guards Hayward in the short corner. Richardson up top with it. John flashes hard to the top. Down to Hayward. Hayward up over Brown. Pretty impressive there. Brown's 6'9". Hayward 6'4". So Brown's got about 5 inches on him, and Hayward took it over. Brown, 3, he missed. Gary Clark gets a hand on it. He gets possession of it, sends it out to Davis. Davis off the screen, back out to Clark. Clark with the shifty dribble. He gets his 4th 3 of the night. And that's going to force a timeout there. So we're gonna take a break. Stay tuned for more Westerner basketball. And we're back with some Westerner basketball. The matchup between the number 7 team in the conference, the Midland College Shaps, versus the number 8 team in the conference. Wow. Tyson Brown showing off the bounce there. Right at the shot clock. Shaps get it to go in the paint. Davis brings it up. Quick pass by KB into the hands of the Shaps. Johnson with the pass to the corner to Villegas. No good. Davis only 5'9", but he gets up on that rebound. Out to John. Tyson Brown. Foul on Bird, sending him to the bench. Going to bring in Tercio. Westerners are going to inbound it under their own basket. John inbounds it to Davis. Davis up top to Clark. Davis, the long 3, gets it! And his father's actually in the building tonight. He made the trip from Connecticut. He'll be here. He said, spending some father-son time. Asked if I could give a shout-out to Justin's family in Connecticut. So going to give them a second shout-out. Justin's doing great. Nice 3 from John. Villegas brings it up for Midland. Westerners back in a man defense here. Hayward over Brown. Nope. Gary gets up. KB brings it. He attacks. Spin move. No Westerners in rebounding position there. Tercio brings it up. Hayward wide open. It's going to force a timeout. Westerners are going to take a timeout, and we're going to take a look at the upcoming schedule for Western Texas College Athletics. So tonight we saw the ladies play, and their next game will be at home Thursday the 17th of next week, and they're going to be taking on the number 1 ranked team in the conference, South Plains College, here at the Coliseum. Your last chance to see them in action. That will be their final conference game because they were supposed to travel to Frank Phillips Thursday the 24th, and that matchup was canceled. Tomorrow, Western Nebraska, and then turnaround Saturday, they're going to play them another 2 times at 11 and 1. We'll be broadcasting those games, so you can check those out on our live stream, or home scrimmage versus Cisco College. They traveled to Cisco a couple weeks ago, so they're going to get another look at them. And then next Thursday, they'll be traveling, and they'll be at Angelina College. And our men are going to head to New Mexico Military Institute, but they don't have a women's team, so our women will not be playing them, but they can sure play volleyball there at New Mexico Military Institute. So they just have men's basketball, so our men will go play them, and then our men will be back here against South Plains next Thursday with our women as well. Justin Davis's dad is giving me some fun looks. He's fun. He said, "I told you." Tercio sinks that one for the Shaps. Davis is going to bring it up. He gives it to the Russian post. He kicks it out. Back out to John. Clark fights for position there, but Johnson had him. Brown attacks. Kicks it out to Richardson. Tercio. Long rebound. Big effort by Johnson, but saved it into the hands of Justin Davis. Gary Clark attacks it, tries to float it over to Simnov, but it gets stolen. risky pass there. This level of basketball, those float passes into the paint. Everybody's tall, everybody's long for the most part. They're going to get a tip on it. Simnov's going to take his shot at the three. It's going to be short. Going back the other way. Johnson with the rebound. Trucillo's going to take another three. Short. Saves it again, and Hayward grabs it. Clark gets a tip on it. Richardson with the basketball. Sends it over to with that loose ball. It's going to go Westerner ball here. And we're going to go timeout. After the timeout, we're going to have Downey and we're back with some Westerner basketball here at the Coliseum in Snyder, Texas. Westerners have extended their 10-point lead game. Jefferson, shot fake. Out to Jackson. Jefferson back with it into Simnov. Simnov goes up. Little contact in there, no call. Brown up top with it. Westerners manned up. Up and try to get a shot off. And fouled. Fouled by Jackson. I guess fouled by. Must have been some extracurriculars down there after the play the referee didn't like to hear or see. So we're going to have a technical foul. Johnson misses his first free throw. Second one's good. So they went ahead and shot the technical free throws first, and now they're going to line back up and shoot the foul free throws because he was able to go up and look like he was trying to get a shot off. It's going to bring Bennett and Brown back in the game for the Westerners. Johnson about a 80% free throw shooter. So I thought we were going to go jump ball there, but I guess Bennett was able to protect it, and then they said he got fouled. So that was going to be a foul on Hayward, I believe. Hayward's third foul. Davis shows off the ball handling a little bit. Jackson to Bennett. Bennett off the screen. They swing the ball. Downey gets fouled. Brown's third foul for the Chaps. Bennett shot fake, and he gets his bucket to go. Midland transitions. No defense from the Westerners. Jackson with it up top. Almost gets tipped away. Bennett recovers it into Brown. Brown immediately with two green jerseys on him. He gets fouled. Gary Clark's going to enter the game for Tyson Brown. And Villegas in for Midland. And he's going to come in for Oliver Hayward. Westerner ball. Davis will inbound it. Into Clark. Clark across the lane to Jackson. Nice little cut by Bennett. Bennett's able to finish. Assist to Jackson. Quick, easy inbounds play there. Midland looked a little lost. Richardson. They're going to say that Downey fouled him. Downey says he was tripping, but he's going to come and take a seat. So Westerner's getting a 2-3 zone here on the inbounds. Midland's able to get it in. John and Davis working the top. Midland swings it. Tercio no good. Clark with the defensive board. Davis bringing it back the other way. Davis closely guarded by Brown. Throws it up to Clark. Clark snags it. Clark goes to set the ball screen. Davis, no good. Off the dribble. Brown attacks, kicks Villegas, no good. John sets the ball screen. Davis back to him. John drives. Tries to hand off to Clark. Gets it deflected. Richardson goes. They're going to call goaltending on Jackson. Jackson shows off the hops there. Super athletic play. Coach Hardy's going to argue that. If we were on ESPN right now, we could check out that replay and see if that really was goaltending, but we don't have that luxury. Clark gets fouled. And just like that, Bennett's going to go to the line. Bennett's going to go to the line for a 1-and-1 here. Bird's going to come in for Brown for Midland. Bennett gets his front end of the 1-and-1. Johnson a little eager there. He immediately takes it out of bounds. The ref says, nope, we got one more. Bennett, a 64% free throw shooter. Gets both of his to go on that trip. Midland working the zone a little bit. Smart of Coach Hardy to keep his team in the zone. Midland has not been able to prove that they can shoot their way out of it. They've gotten three-point opportunities, which is what a 2-3 zone gives up, and haven't been able to capitalize from the three. So the Westerners' defense has been successful. KB drives into a lot of traffic there. He goes up and leaves it a little short. Villegas is going to bring it up for Midland. Across to Richardson. Over to Bird. Bird inside to Johnson. Looking for Richardson, but guarded by Clark. Tercio miss. Davis up top with it. John, nope. John's three a little strong and hit the top of, bounce off the rim to the top of the backboard. So we're going to go Midland ball. Jackson comes over to the bench to take a break. And Hayward checks back in for Richardson. Richardson not making too much noise this second half. He had a pretty loud 20 that first half, and he was an offensive issue for the Westerners, but he hasn't been too dominant this second half, and the Westerners have been able to extend their lead. Turnover by Midland results in Westerner ball. John with it into Brown. Brown immediately kicks to Davis. Davis gets it. Davis shooting pretty well tonight. Johnson. Johnson gets his first attempt blocked by Davis. Gets his own rebound. Second attempt blocked by Brown. All right, Westerners lead it 72-54 here at the Coliseum in Snyder. They're going to take a timeout, and so are we. And we're back here with some Westerner basketball. A little under 7 minutes to go in the game. Westerners lead at 72-54. Alley-oop to KB. And they're going to count the bucket, and they're going to call a technical foul on him for hanging on the rim. Coach Hardy's fighting for it. I don't know. That's going to send Villegas to the line to shoot technical free throws. I'm not sure there was much else Bennett could do there. There was people underneath him in the lane. Might have been the safest decision for his ankles and the people below him, but the ref thinks it was a little excessive. Luckily for the Westerners, they're not at a point in the game where technical free throws really matter. But still never a pleasant thing. Midland ball. Foul on Tyson Brown down there in the paint. Brown's third. Midland's going to inbound it under their basket. Villegas is going to bring it up. Westerners still in their 2-3 zone. Midland hasn't proved that they can shoot out of it. hasn't really established that they need respect from the three-point line, so Westerners are able to stay in that zone. Davis is going to bring it up. Davis tries to throw it over his defender. Not the best pass to make there. Results in a layup by Tercio. Davis into Brown. Brown says, I'll rack it. And he gets it. Tercio looking for the... Yep. Was waiting for that. Tercio was looking for the charge there on Brown and gets the flop warning instead. Villegas brings it up top to Johnson. Johnson swings it. Bird, little jumper. Looked a little off balance, but he gets it off quick and scores. Brown with it up top. Across to Davis. Davis to the corner. John has it. John up top to Davis. Across to Bennett. Brown's working. He loses it. Davis outnumbered. He tries to get up and deflect a layup there, but no good. Westerners in the bonus here, so any foul committed by Midland will send them to the free throw line. It's a good position to be in. I guess the referee saw a push-off foul from Hayward. So he's going to go take a seat with his fourth foul. And in for him will be Richardson, sending Brown to the line for a 1-and-1. Missed his first, so he won't get another. Rebounded by Tercio. Johnson's going to take his shot. Whoa. WTC track and cross-country team lets Johnson hear about that one. Great supporters of all the sports. Bennett with some shifty ball handling. Gary's able to grab it off to Bennett. Bennett with a little jumper over Johnson. Johnson has it, swings it to Tercio. Richardson pinning Gary, but they don't look at him. Johnson out to Bird. Bird swings it. Tercio says, I'll try again. Nope. Davis is going to set him up here in a little set. Richardson tips it out. Davis is going to inbound it on the far sideline for the Westerners. Davis up top to Clark at the high post. Takes a couple dribbles. Back to Davis. Davis swings it to Bennett. Bennett to John. Bennett takes one dribble. Shot clock. Shot clock restarts. Westerners regain possession. Brown tries for the slam dunk. Hayward's going to come back in for the Shaps. And Bird's going to take a seat. Just under 3 minutes to go here. Tyson Brown gets up. Good defensive efforts by Brown there. I guess the referees are hearing more than we're hearing and seeing, and not liking what's happening, but this is men's basketball, and it's a little, I guess they're having some words back and forth, which makes it fun. Fun for them, fun for us. Davis is going to bring it up for the one. He takes his shot at the three, misses. Tercio got the rebound, then overshot it to Richardson there. So we're going to go back towards the Westerners. Davis doesn't take the screen from Gary Clark. Gary asks for it. Davis gives it to him. Johnson, pass off to Villegas, no good. Gary's able to get it. Westerners with the 20-point lead here have doubled their halftime lead. Davis takes it to the rack and gets it. Johnson to Tercio to the short corner to Richardson. Richardson gets his bucket. Richardson leading the way for Midland with 24 of their 63. 20 of those come from the first half. Downey tried again. Gary regains possession for the Westerners. Westerners going to set up a little offensive set here. Downey drives, Gary dives, and they get it. Westerners have done a good job tonight executing the sets that Coach Hardy has called for them, I think. Coach Hardy might think differently, but seems like they've done a good job. Westerners are going to take this one, 85-63 against Midland College. Big time win for the Westerners as they came in the lower seed in this game. They'll be back in action next Thursday along with the women against South Plains College. Women will be at 5:45 and the men will be right after at 7:30. That will be it for the women of the conference season, and then they should have a postseason run, we hope. But the men will head to New Mexico Military Institute the following Monday, the 21st, in Roswell, and they will play at 6:30 Mountain Time. Thank you for listening, and thank you to the Sweetwater jump roping team. They put on a very entertaining and great halftime performance. Tune in to the women's softball games the next 2 days, and thank you for listening.